Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. In this video, I'll be explaining Astroport, which will be the newest decentralized exchange automated market maker to go live on the Terra blockchain very soon. And right now, Astroport is having their liquidity lock drop, where users such as you and I can actually provide liquidity via Terra Swap and then migrate those LP tokens over to Astroport to receive Astro Governance token rewards. So if you want to learn how to get your hands on Astro Governance tokens before Astroport does actually go live, well then this is the video for you. So be sure to stick with me to the very end of this video. And if you're not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And let the gains be with you. So here we are at the Astroport website, which is astroport.fi. I will leave all important links to this video in the description down below. And also, before we proceed any further, I need to explain that I am not a financial advisor. This is a brand new project. I will be providing liquidity, which does carry its inherent risks. So before you do anything that I do in this video, understand that this is for educational purposes only, and you should definitely do your own due diligence and research before you make any moves with Astroport. Now with that out of the way, let's continue on with this tutorial. I will leave all timestamps down in the description below, so if you just want to find out how to lock drop your tokens, use the timestamps. Right now, I'm actually going to explain Astroport, so let's get into it. So Astroport will be the future of trading on the Terra blockchain. This will be replacing Terra Swap, which is currently the automated market maker with the most volume on Terra. But have your eyes on Astroport because it will be launching on December 28th. We can read right here, hovering over the Terra ecosystem, Astroport is a neutral marketplace where anyone from anywhere in the galaxy can dock to trade their wares. It is decentralized, permissionless, and open source. Astroport's marketplace is a public good governed by its community of token holders. So understand the Astro token, this is a governance token. Outside of governance, it really doesn't have too much value in terms of an investment vehicle. So definitely keep that in mind. But with that being said, we've seen governance tokens such as Uniswap absolutely explode in value, so this could actually turn out to be quite the very good investment. Of course, we'll see what happens. It hasn't even gone live yet, so we are very early to the party here if it does actually blow up. We can see here the core features of Astroport. It does have programmable liquidity. It has all new Rust code. This was built from the ground up. No copy and pasting, forking codes here. Literally built from the ground up, which is why I'm a big fan of the Terra ecosystem. You can't actually take any shortcuts. You need to build a viable, effective product here. And it does have Oracle integration and easy decentralized application integration as well. And this is the next evolution of decentralized exchanges. Keep in mind, this is built on the Cosmos SDK, so it will be inter-blockchain communicative, and it will be able to tap into the wormhole, connect to, of course, all the other chains that the wormhole is connected to, Solana, Binance Smart Chain, list goes on and on, but that's very bullish in and of itself. We can read right here that Astroport supports two liquidity pool types, which are Uniswap's constant product formula pools and Curve Stable Swap invariant formula pools. I won't be going over how these work in this video. However, let's keep it moving on. It's backwards compatible with Terra Swap message formats and features advanced analytics, charting, and a next generation user interface. So it does have a lot of advanced features that current decentralized exchanges, automated market makers don't actually have. This is definitely improving the space overall. Now, phase 1 of Astroport's lock drop has actually begun today, December 14th, and this will be going to December 20th. Now, I'll be showing you step by step how to actually participate in this lock drop. But first of all, let's go over some important details about the Astroport token so you know exactly what is going on here. So we can see right here at launch, which is December 28th, the token will launch. 110 million Astro Governance tokens out of a total of 1 billion will be floating in supply. They will be distributed to 3 groups in the following amounts. So the first group is the airdrop to the TFI Chads, that is 25 million Astro tokens. Phase 2 is the lock drop, and phase 2 is the Astro UST bootstrap pool. So for phase 1, we can see right here, this goes to Luna stakers and LP providers on Terra Swap if you were providing before September 9th at 01 UTC. So if you follow my Terra Luna staking guide from over the summer and you've left your Luna staked, you will be receiving some Astro Governance tokens from just having your Luna staked. which is absolutely beautiful. And now we also have the option to participate in the lock drop. So we can see right here, Astroport will launch with a unique lock drop mechanism. We can see that this lock drop will run from today, December 14th to December 20th. And for the first 5 days of phase 1, TerraSwap LPs can migrate liquidity to Astroport. Everyone who does this will receive a one-time Astro distribution when Astroport launches on December 28th. So if you do choose to follow the steps that I do in this video, you will not be getting your tokens until December 28th. I want to make that loud and clear so I don't get a bunch of comments asking when are we going to get the tokens. The answer is December 28th. Moving on, 10 pools will be eligible to migrate and earn Astro distributions. They will split a total of 75 million Astro tokens as shown in the table below. So it's very simple. All we're going to do is we're going to provide liquidity. We're going to come on over here. We're going to provide liquidity on TerraSwap. We're going to come on over here to lockdrop.astroport.fi. Again, the link will be down in the description below. And then we're going to provide the liquidity with a select pair. Now you're probably wondering, which one of these pairs is the best to provide liquidity for? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'll go ahead and answer that question right now. So you can see right here with dual rewards, all of these pairs will actually get dual rewards, which is very good. But we want to actually get the most Astro possible. So there is a handy document, a handy website. Again, I'll leave this link in the description below. This was created by a Terra lunatic, a community member, and he basically let us know for $1,000 of liquidity provided, how much Astro governance tokens we will actually receive. So the most risk-free, hands-off pool to provide is actually going to be the Luna B Luna liquidity provider pool. And this is because you won't actually suffer any impermanent loss because B Luna and Luna are the same underlying asset, of course, which is Luna. But if you provide something like Mirror UST, which is actually the best one to provide right now, if the prices fluctuate, you can end up with a lot less Mirror or a lot less UST and a lot more of the other. I'm not going to go fully in depth about how impermanent loss does work in this video, but I'll just give the example. Let's say you're providing liquidity for Mirror UST and the value of the Mirror tokens goes down. You're going to receive a lot more of those Mirror tokens that are now worth a lot less, and you're actually going to have a lot less of UST. So you can suffer impermanent loss, and then of course if you take your liquidity out, it becomes permanent loss. So keep that in mind. Luna, B Luna LP is the safest approach to take. We can see right here, if you do actually provide $1,000 of LP for B Luna Luna, and by the way, 17 Luna at this moment in time is $1,000, just for your reference. But if you do provide $1,000 for Luna B Luna, you're only going to get 606 Astro governance tokens on December 28th. Now, if you want to take a little bit more risk and do something like Mirror Protocol UST, you can see with $1,000 of liquidity provided, and by the way, I should say that this is for a 52-week lockup period. You can also opt for a 2-week lockup period if you want your money liquid in a shorter amount of time, right? So this, I'm giving examples for 1 year right now, but you can also do as little as 2 weeks, right? So if you did 2 weeks with Luna B Luna, you'd only be getting 151 Astro tokens. With Mirror, if you do 2 weeks with $1,000 liquidity provided, you're actually going to get 1,311 Astro tokens. So that's almost a 10x in the amount of tokens you're actually going to get. And then we can see for 1 year for Mirror UST, you're going to get 5,246. That's down here. And for Luna B Luna, you're only going to get 606. So this totally depends on you and your strategy, how much risk you want to take on. And then you can also see all the other values of how much Astro governance tokens you would actually get if you provide liquidity to any of these pools. But again, Mirror Protocol is the highest amount by far, but I'll leave this link for you to do your own due diligence. Now, before I show you how to do it, one last thing. You're probably asking yourself, Connor, what are the risks and the benefits to migrating my LP tokens to Astroport? Well, we can read right here from this handy Astroport Medium article. Migrating TerraSwap LPs will be entitled to Astro while retaining all the normal assets and proceeds of their underlying pool positions. In other words, migrating TerraSwap LPs who participate in Phase 1 will ultimately receive all the following benefits. First is a one-time reward in Astro tokens, which becomes transferable upon Astroport's launch or can be used in Phase 2 to earn even more Astro tokens. Ongoing pool fees from the pools where you provide liquidity, and ongoing dual rewards in Astro plus the project tokens when available. For example, Mirror Protocol, Anchor, Mine, etc. So once the migration is finished, the migrating LPs will be just like any other Astroport LPs, except that their liquidity is locked for the select period and they receive extra Astro because of their participation in Phase 1. If desired, all Astroport LPs who participate in the migration will be able to withdraw their Astroport liquidity after their trial period ends on the specific date they pre-selected. Otherwise, like any Astroport LP, the migrating LPs will receive ongoing trading fees from their respective automated market maker pools. But now these are Astroport AMM instead of Terra swaps, understand that, and ongoing token rewards from the Astro generators, which varies by pool size and pool type, as determined by the Astro Assembly's governance votes. Okay, so those are the risks and the benefits of actually doing this phase 1 lock drop. Then you're actually going to be able to use the Astro tokens if you want to provide liquidity in phase 2 of the Astroport launch. So now that you know how Astroport works, let's go ahead and provide liquidity and migrate it over to Astroport to receive those Astro governance token rewards. The first step is to go to TerraSwap, and we're actually going to need to select a pool to provide liquidity for. So for the example in this video, I will be providing liquidity for the Luna B Luna pool. Again, this does give you the least amount of Astro tokens. However, it is the least risky approach to take. So we're going to do this for educational purposes only. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get some B Luna. So we'll get 8 Luna value worth to get 8.11 B Luna. And we need to swap this first, right? So let's go ahead and swap our Luna for some B Luna. As you can see, you do get a little more B Luna. That is because people do pay a premium for unstaked Luna, because you don't have to wait 3 weeks to actually unbond it. Let's go ahead and confirm that transaction. All right, perfect. As you can see, we paid 7 cents for that transaction. Now let's go ahead and start providing liquidity and then take those LP tokens to Astroport. So we'll go to provide, we'll do the Luna B Luna pair. So we're going to provide 7.974 Luna, which is going to equate to 8.089202 B Luna. Let's go and provide this liquidity and get ourselves some LP tokens. All right, perfect. The transaction went through. As you can see, we did receive 5.77 liquidity provider tokens. For doing this, we paid an 11-cent fee. Now that we have our LP tokens, it's time to take these to lockdrop.astroport.finance. So here you can see that there are 6 days left in phase 1. It's very important to know that it doesn't matter if you provide your liquidity on the last day of phase 1 or the first day like I'm doing right now. You will receive the same number of Astro governance tokens. The amount of tokens you actually receive is in relation to the portion of the liquidity pool that you are providing from. All right, so it doesn't matter if you're providing on day 1 or day 4, you're gonna get the same amount of Astro. So let's go ahead. You can see that I now have a purple button over here to lock my LP tokens for the B Luna LP pool. So let's go ahead right now. I have $958 worth. So let's lock the LP tokens. Let's do the max amount of LP tokens that we can do. And you can also see that I have the option to go for as little as 2 weeks, or if I go for 52 weeks, 1 full year, I'll actually get 559 Astro tokens. So for this example, I'm gonna go ahead and lock it up for 9 weeks, just about 2 months, and this will give me 205 Astro tokens, right? This is totally personal preference, but for this example, I'm going to do 9 weeks. So let's go ahead and lock the LP. We'll say we've read the disclaimers, etc., and let's go and lock the LP and post this transaction. All right, the transaction was successful. Our liquidity is locked for 9 weeks until the beginning of February, and we'll be getting ourselves about 200 Astro tokens for doing so. So this video was a short explanation about Astroport and how the lock drop does actually work. And then I showed you step by step how to provide liquidity to participate in the lock drop. I want to hear from you now though, because I did enough talking in this video. Will you be participating in the lock drop? Leave a comment down below. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you let me know by leaving a like. And if you are not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below. And turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.